Okay, we are going to be talking about subtracting integers with models. Subtracting integers represents taking away something that is present. So we have something, we take something else away, and then we're left with something else. Okay, so we talked about these counters last week, and we had yellow counters that had positive signs to represent positives, and we had red counters that had negative signs to represent negatives. And then we learned that when we have those two counters and we pair them together, we actually get a zero pair. So that means these two together, when they are together, it equals 0. Okay, now when they're by themselves, this would just equal +1 and this would equal -1, but when I combine them, they cancel each other out. Okay, so now take away the necessary counters in order to model the subtraction below. So we need to model 6. So I'm going to put 6 positive because my 6 is not a negative number in this equation. It is positive, so 6 positive counters here. And I'm just gonna copy that and move it over so I can also model subtracting it. Okay, so now I have the 6 that I started with, and now we're gonna show how we subtract them. And I have 4 to take away, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I took them away. All right, and this is what I'm left with. So now it says, write an equation. What is the solution? Well, we write what we started with first. We started with 6, and then we write what we did. We took away 4, and then we write what we're left with, equals 2. Basic subtraction, okay? Now, model the following equation, then solve. So first we need to model what we start with. So we are starting with -4 -4, and then I am going to again take this, copy it, and put it right over here. Now I have this. Now I need to model subtracting the second number. Well, my second number is -2. Do I have 2 negatives to take away from this? Yeah. So I just take them away. And what is my answer? Well, I'm left with -2 because I have 2 red counters. Okay? Next, model the following equation, then solve. Okay, so first, what are we starting with? We're starting with 6 reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am subtracting, so I'm taking away the second number. So again, I'm going to copy this and put it over here. And I am subtracting -3. Do I have -3 to take away from this? Yes, because I only have negatives. So I'm taking those away. And then what am I left with? What is left over? -3. So that means that -6 minus -3 equals -3. That's what all of this says. Okay, predict what you can do if the number you want to subtract isn't there. Okay, so let's think about it. We are starting with a +5 because there is no negative sign there. So I'm going to put 5 positive counters. 4, 5, and it wants me to subtract -10. Well, I don't have any negatives here. So I have to add negatives to it without changing this value. I don't want to change what that's worth or what it is, the value of it. So that's when I use those 0 pairs. I can add as many 0 pairs as I want, and it won't change the value, but it will give me something to work with. So I'm going to add a negative. For every negative I add when I'm doing 0 pairs, I add a positive. So I need to be able to take away 10. So I am going to take away -10. So I need at least negative 10 negatives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But all of those have to come with a positive. Okay, so as soon as I get the 10, now I can take away. Now I have a whole bunch of 0 pairs. So now I can go in and I can take away negative 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I took away my negative 10 and my answer is what I'm left with. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm left with 15 positives. So that means that 5 minus negative 10 equals 10, positive 10. All right, so let's model this problem. We are going to start with whatever this is, and it is positive, so we're going to start with 6 yellow counters. Okay, 6 yellow counters, and we are going to take away 2 negative counters. Well, if you see what I just pasted, you don't see any negatives. So that means I need to give this problem some negatives, but I also have to give their 0 pairs with it. So I need 2 negatives. If I'm adding 2 negatives to this, then I need to add 2 positives, so those are 0 pairs. Okay, so now I have enough to take away those 2 negatives. So if I take away these 2 negatives, now I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positive. So my answer is 8. So 6 minus negative 2 equals 8. Okay, now you do this one. So you should have started off with 5 positive counters, and then you took those positive counters and you didn't have negative 2 to take away from it, so we would have added 2 negatives here, but also 2 positives, because I can't add things to my original without making sure it equals 0, because I don't want to do the wrong thing. So now I have 2 negatives because here are my 0 pairs. This equals 0. I still technically only have 5, but now I can take away the 2 negatives. Okay, and now I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 positive. So my answer is 7. So I have 5 minus negative 2 equals 7. Okay, you can do this one. All right, let's look at this one. So if you noticed, we have negatives and we're taking away negatives, which doesn't seem too difficult. We have, oops, that's not negative. We have 4 negatives, and we are taking those negatives and we are going to subtract 1 negative. If I have it already, do I have to add any 0 pairs? No. No, you do not. I can just take away what I need to take away. I take away 1 negative and I'm left with negative 3. Okay, what pattern are you noticing? Do you notice any patterns? All right, so now let's try to model this on a number line. So when we do these on the number line, it is no different. We are still subtracting. However, this sign here no longer means take away. This sign means go the opposite direction. Okay, go the opposite direction. So I'm starting with 1, so I am going to start at 0, and I'm going to go to positive 1, so go to the right, and then I need to go the opposite direction of this one. So it's positive 4, so instead of going right for positive, I'm going to go left. So from 1, I'm going to go to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm at negative 3. So 1 minus 4 equals negative 3. So we need to remember that positive, this would be positive, means right, and negative means left. So we'll put positive equals right for number lines, negative equals left, and then subtraction equals go the opposite direction. Okay, so let's try another problem. So now we have negative 1 minus 4. So that means because this is negative, I'm going to start at 0 and go left. Okay, so I start at 0 and I go left. Now I'm at negative 1. And now I need to do the opposite of 4. Well, it's positive, so that means I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to go left. Because it's positive, I would have gone right, but I have to do the opposite, so I'm going to go left. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm at negative 5. Now, if this isn't quite making sense, let's just double check it on our counters. So if I had one red counter and I wanted to take away 4 positive counters, I can add my 4 counters with their 0 pairs. So there's 4 and then there's 0 pairs. Okay, so now I have 1 negative and 4 0 pairs, and I can go ahead and take away those 4 positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm left with 5 negatives. Okay, go ahead and draw your arrows for this problem. Okay, so you would have started going left to negative 1. So starting at 0, going to negative 1, and then we are going to do the opposite, because we're subtracting, of negative 4. Since that's a negative, that means left, but the opposite would be positive. So that means I'm going right. Okay, I'm going to go right. So I'm here, and I'm going to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're there. So we're at positive 3. Again, if you want to double check your answer, you can start off with 1 negative counter, since that's what we started with, and we need to take away 4 negative counters. Well, I don't have 4 negative counters to take away, so I'm going to add my 4 negative counters with their 0 pairs, so 4 positives. And now I have enough negative counters to take away. So I have I need to take away 4 negative counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this doesn't mean my answer is 1, 2, 4 positives and a negative, because now these are still a 0 pair right here. Those cancel each other out. So my answer is positive 3. That's how I got positive 3. Okay, you draw your arrows for this one. Okay, you should have started at 0, going to positive 3, so going right. 1, 2, 3. We're here, and now we're going to take away or do the opposite of positive 5. So positive means go right, so we're actually going to go left because we're doing the opposite. So from 3, we're going left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our answer should be negative 2. Now, let's just double check it with our counters to make sure. So I started off with 3 positive, and I want to take away 5 positives because 5 is a positive number right now. So I'm going to add those 5 positives with their 0 pairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to do the negatives because I can't just be adding numbers whenever I want. There's their 0 pairs. Now I can take away those 5 positives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took those away. Now I need to cancel out any of my 0 pairs. So 1, 2, 3. I'm left with negative 2. Okay, now you do this one on the number line. So we would have started at 0, gone to the right 3 because our 3 is positive, and then we do the opposite of negative 5. So negative means left, so we're going to go right. Okay, so we're at 3, we're going right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be at 8. 8. So this equals positive 8. All right, try this one. We should have started at 0 and went left to negative 3, and then do the opposite of negative 5. Negative means goes left, so we're doing the opposite, so we're going to go right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be at positive 2. So this equals positive 2. Okay, solve this problem based on choosing the model appropriately.